and welcome to another deck video here on OJ Gaming channel, and you're with me, Joe. And what I'm going to present to you today is one of 3 Injection Fairy Liiy decks that we're having on the channel. So for those of you that don't know, Injection Fairy Liiy is a kind of meme monster from back in Legacy of Darkness, the 6th ever booster set of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was the secret rare in that one of 2, the other being Yatagarasu, which is equally as infamous. This is infamous more for its looks and its actual mechanics. So it's a kind of, well, it's a funny monster. Basically, you can pay 2,000 life points to give it 3,000 attack, but it's only got 400 attack. And back in the day, this is outrageous because, you know, we just had like Gemini Elf out with 1,900 attack. As your 4-star. So to be able to pump this up to 3,400 was outrageous. I don't think there was a monster with that attack in the game at that point. So yeah, Injection Fairy Liiy could just power over everything with its life points, and people absolutely love the design and artwork of this card, and will pay very good money for a mint condition secret rare first edition from that set. So we thought we'd make some decks, and we ended up making 3 because that's how it ended up happening. So this is Ollie's deck, and what he's tried to go through here is quite a few of the kind of fairyish cards, and basically a theme of regaining life points back, having taken them up from Fairy Liiy. So you can use this effect as many times as you want. It's quite a slow operating deck. But when it gets there, it's pretty good. So obviously we start with 3 Injection Fairy Liiy, and then I'd kind of divide the monsters into 3 separate groups. So we have searchers that, or floaters really, that try and get Liiy to the field. So we've got 3 Giant Rat and 2 copies of Arnis the Empowered Warrior. So they'll all be able to special summon Liiy when they're destroyed by battle. Giant Rat will also be able to get Nimble Momonga, which is a kind of in-between in terms of types. So this gives you life points when it's destroyed, and then search for Giant Rat. So in terms of life point recursion, we've got 2 copies of Cure Mermaid and Dancing Fairy. So these fit the fairy theme, or like maybe more feminine theme to dual monsters, which wasn't really utilized much at the time. It certainly is a bit more now. They're going with that kind of direction. And but back in the day, there were very few of these cards, and all of them seemed to gain life points. Sadly, there were no kind of cool ones until Amazoness Swordswoman. We got Armored Bee in there to try and lower your opponent's monsters' attack points, so Liiy can do even more damage. And a Sangan because it can fetch nearly everything in the deck, and Ash Blossom because it's great. And that's your monster lineup. We've got 3 copies of the censored version of Dianketu to give 1,000 life points back. Secret Pass of the Treasures is a really interesting card. Obviously, you can play it on Liiy. It's got 400 attack. It can attack directly, and you have to get up to 3,400, and that can sometimes punch through for game. We've got Level Limit Area B, so this was obviously more effective before we had XEs and links and whatnot, but still can inhibit the right opponents, depending on what they're using, effectively stopping them from attacking, unless they happen to be having a monster that can get over a Liiy. Ribbon of Rebirth basically allows you to just keep Liiy back if it's destroyed, so you don't have the current life points to be able to protect it, but you're going to on your turn. You'll keep it on the field. One of the kind of modern interjections, Spellbook of Wisdom, is just too good of a card really to be able to protect Liiy. I don't think there are any other spellcasters in this deck actually, so it's a primarily Liiy focused defensive card. We've got Spell Absorption. Pretty standard. You've got quite a few spells, and your opponent's going to be using spells, so you get 500 life points per time. Mage Power, classic Injection Fairy Liiy equip card in there, so we've got running quite a few traps, and that should hopefully give it the boost it needs to be able to, take some real damage. Ollie really loves this card, Pixie Ring, and basically you can use things like the Nimble Momonga and basically any other card in the deck. Your opponent's going to have to destroy that before they go after the Liiy, and that can kind of help keep it on the field, so you can use its effect when you want to, essentially. Life absorbing machine fits the theme. Certainly, this was actually used by Lecter when he debuted Injection Fairy Liiy back in the original anime in the Doma arc. In Doma arc? Yeah, the bad arc. No, it was the Memory World arc, but it's still non-canon. Anyway, whatever. Uh, these two have already been comboed together. No Imperial Order here, sadly. We got two Gravity Bind, again working similarly to level limit area B. We got one Infinite Impermanence because we don't want to overpower the deck too much. Uh, I'm sure if you want to really hype this up, you know, we know by all means play three of these and get rid of maybe Draining Shield, Scrap Iron, whatever. These are kind of in here to gain life points, prevent Liiy being destroyed. They're thematic more than they are competitive. And you can also tell that by the fact that we have no real extra deck or side deck in this. We've got the Blood Mephist, which kind of inflicts damage to your opponent, so it makes the target slightly easier for Liiy to get to. I guess we're running Ash as a tuner, so it is possible to play. So yeah, that is our first Injection Fairy Liiy deck, or second or third, depending on the upload schedule. But yeah, see how you think this compares to some of the others that we're going to be uploading. And yeah, we're hopefully going to see a duel featuring all of them in the future, which will be a nice game of cat and mouse and needle. Yes. See ya.